acting based off of what they've been trained or not trained to do.
Yeah.
So a dog who, has learned, whether passively or intentionally learned over the years, to use, say, his mouth to get attention or to get what he wants. So he starts nipping. We taught the dog that.
Yeah.
Like, whether we meant to or not, that's us.
Yeah.
A dog who hears, fireworks and panics, that's their instinct kicking in, because something in, their instinct is telling them something is wrong.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything to be mean or malicious, including attacking somebody or attacking a dog. It all comes down to us. And if we're going to be living and being around these animals, especially dogs and cats that are domesticated and stuff, we need to start educating. And that's what I love about, Jason and Gibson, the real Buttons. They are going out and going to schools and starting with the kids. And that's one of the things that we want to do as well at Rescue That Shows is going to elementary schools and starting from there and working up and doing these events. Like, we have kissing booths that we do at local events.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh my God, it's so awesome. Yes.
And the reaction that we get from people, there are a few people, every time we do one of these, a few people who are scared because we bring a couple of our bullies.
Yeah.
And we bring them because we want to show that pit bulls are amazing dogs, but also because they're our best behaved. I mean,
totally.
So we get it's
softies.
But the reaction that we get from people, the smiles that these kids have and their parents, and we get to see, and they're hugging on these dogs.
So awesome, Angela.
It brings
so great.
So much joy.
Yeah.
I can't understand how anyone can look at any type of dog and just blanketly say, like, okay, they're dangerous.
Yeah.
Let's round them all up and euthanize them.
And
like,
even so, like, even in general, like, I've done a lot of like work also with when I was in Australia with like sharks and shark finning and that kind of stuff. So many people all say, oh, that's a shark, so that's a dangerous animal, so I'm going to kill them. It's like, sorry, but if I would kill everybody that was dangerous, I mean, it would be a bloodbath in Lisbon. You know what I mean? Like, because there's a lot of danger on the road or danger around us, and I don't think we can just say, like, okay, they are dangerous, so I'm going to put them in some kind of box, or worse, euthanize them only because you think. I mean, that's just ridiculous,
because of what could happen.
Yeah,
I mean, really, and that. Really, I mean, if you look at kind of, and bite records and bite histories on animal or dogs, it's really hard to nail down because a lot of bites go unreported.
Yeah.
And those bites are often by smaller dogs. And now I understand the difference between a small dog biting and a big dog can be life or death, really.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have a large dog biting a 3-year-old kid versus a Chihuahua, Well, I understand that severity makes a difference. But little dogs, we as a society teach our little dogs to be jerks. Yeah. They're yappy, they're nippy, they demand attention, and that's just kind of speaking as a whole.
Yeah.
And it's not because it's not because Chihuahuas or Min Pins or any of those smaller breeds. It's not because they're bad dogs. It's because we're too permissive. We think, he or she's little, it's cute, it's funny. Yeah. And then we have a pit bull or a mastiff, and the rules are all of a sudden so different for them because they're large. And and while they should be more careful because of their size, and we have to, as larger breed parents, we have to be careful and make sure that our dogs are well behaved.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that little dogs should just be able to get away with it.
Yeah.
So, little dogs can be dangerous as well to a young kid.
Absolutely.
But we're not rounding them up. We're not,
exactly.
So it's just not fair. And a lot of the bite records for quote unquote pit bulls, right? They're not even pit bulls. A lot of them end up being labs, but because the media gets more attention for pit bull attack, pit bull bite, pit bull maul the kid, they throw that on there without even knowing what the dog really is.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And to say that those are the statistics that warrant, BSL laws, and to take these dogs and euthanize them is just absurd.
No,
really
absolutely. No, absolutely. No, I totally agree as well. Like how we, it's just totally ridiculous. And I think a dog is a dog, like where it's so discriminating as well to sort of go like, oh, Oh yeah, it was a pit bull, and it's just
Right.
I think when I'm walking around with Sparky, like in general, I'm just careful. Like I kind of know dog
Yeah.
language. I know when a dog isn't really so nice or isn't really happy for some Jack Russell interaction, and so like they are pretty intense. And so I think it's good to sort of, you kind of feel that, but it's not like I would go to the other side of the street when I see a pit bull or a Rottweiler or a German Shepherd. You're just
Right.
always careful because,
Exactly.
that's your
Yeah.
job as a dog mom, to be careful.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And
I
it
think
is. It's
so.
just about not discriminating,
Yeah,
doing what you do,
absolutely.
and being aware and being careful, and you know, giving yourself and your dog and also the other people's dogs some space. If you
Yeah.
feel like one or the other
Yeah,
isn't
and
super
take
comfortable, that's
responsibility
great.
too,
That's great. But
Yeah.
yeah, but to do that just because that dog has a square-shaped head and a
Yeah.
stocky body is just silly.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. It really is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And would you say,
Yeah.
like, if there was something, I mean, you have 6 kids, but if there is something that you really learned, because I think these dogs are our teachers every day. If there's something that you really
Oh yeah,
learned from your
definitely.
dogs, then what would it be? What did they teach you?
Oh, so much, so much. Patience. Patience is
Mm.
one. And also being consistent, and that works with kids as well,
Mm-hmm.
and each other. Like just trying to be consistent in what you do and what your expectations are, because they're only going to respond to what they know, what they've learned.
Mm-hmm.
And if like and we're not perfect, we make mistakes too, and we're more permissive in some ways than others. And one day we might say no dogs on the couch, the next day we're cuddling with all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not perfect, and that's not what we're trying to be. We're not trying to create robot dogs who do everything. But it's
Mm-hmm.
just about setting expectations and being consistent and being patient with them. They're When we get frustrated, just like with young children, when we're getting frustrated, no one is learning. We're not learning. The kids aren't learning. The dogs aren't learning.
Mm-hmm.
If we're lashing out, it's the only thing that people in general and animals learn from lashing out or being rough or anything like that is fear.
Mm-hmm.
So what we try to do is, and it can be challenging when you're having a bad day and your dogs or your kids aren't listening and you want to lash out, like it's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
But the more you can practice just being patient, being kind, and taking a step back and just deep breath in, deep breath out, and all
Yeah.
right, let's approach this a different way. Then
Mm-hmm.
everybody is happier. So
Yeah.
so I think that's kind of, those are two of the biggest things: patience and consistency is
Yeah,
what they've
totally.
taught me. But I mean, a million other things too.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course.
Unconditional
They
love
are.
and
Yeah.
living in the moment. I mean, a ton of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I think they have it so much better than us in that sense. Like they're such teachers and such guides, I think. I mean, really
They're
guardians.
amazing
Guardians,
teachers.
yeah.
Yeah.
And a last question, I've asked pretty much every other rescue angel this. Like, for those listeners who are listening and go like, maybe I could foster, maybe I could rescue, maybe it's something that I would want to do. Like, what kind of advice would you give these people who are thinking about maybe doing what you do?
I would say, first of all, awesome. That's the right track to be thinking about it. Really think about your lifestyle. Think long term as well. Like sometimes fostering, we've had a couple of fosters that have been with us for over a year. So it's sometimes fostering goes really quick and they leave within a week or two. Other dogs or cats, sometimes it takes a while. So if you're going to foster and you have an agreement with the rescue that you're going to foster until they're adopted, really make sure that you don't have any plans on moving in the next several years, that you don't plan on your job all of a sudden changing. And life happens, but the more proactive you can be, the better it is for you and the dog. And if you're unsure about whether you can handle a dog or a cat but you really want to try it, then talk to local rescues about fostering. Ask if they have even temporary fosters, or start easy. Start with say a puppy or a kitten who's not going to be around for long. They're going to be adopted,
Yeah.
or the chances are much higher. Another thing to do, visit your shelter. If you want to start being around dogs, but you're not quite sure that you're ready for it yet, go talk to people at the shelter, talk to other fosters, talk to volunteers, volunteer yourself. See if there's anything you can do. A lot of shelters now are doing like kind of day programs where they allow volunteers, approved volunteers, to come out and take the dogs for walks or on outings and stuff like that to kind of get them out of the shelter and into the public eye. They need more people, more volunteers to do that stuff. So it's do your homework, be proactive, and talk to other people, rescues included, shelters, fosters, your friends, your family, and make sure that everyone's on the same page, especially if you live with other people. The last thing you want to do is bring a dog or a cat or any animal home and then have to give up on them because your circumstances changed and you didn't have the forethought to think about that.
Exactly. You didn't really see the whole picture in a way and look into the future as well. Oh, that's really, really good. That's really good advice for sure, because I think too many people don't think through. They only think like in the moment, like myself included. Like, but I could keep him. Like I fostered so many times, but I could keep him. It's like, can I though? Can I keep them? Do I have the space and the money and everything? Yeah, it's absolutely a thing.
The more animals you have, the more of a homebody you become. As far as leaving, like my boyfriend and I, we don't go out, and we don't want to. We're pretty much homebodies anyway. But aside from taking our dogs out for walks and on outings and stuff like that, we don't go out to dinner. We don't even go shopping anymore. We have everything delivered here because we're antisocial, But the dogs, like, if we want to have a night out, for example, well, then we got to figure out, okay, which dogs are safe to leave out and around the house, So we have 4 that we can do that. The rest, we either have to, leave in crates for everyone's safety, or we have to have someone watch them. So it's like having kids. You have to be aware of stuff like that. If you like to go out and go on vacations all the time, or just, maybe not even vacations, go out for the weekend or for the night, make sure that whatever animal or animals you have can live that kind of lifestyle. Don't plan on bringing 6 crazy dogs with you everywhere because that's going to be tough for you.
Exactly. Absolutely.
But if you have one dog that likes adventures, and then great. But so
I definitely agree with you in that sense as well. Like it would be harder to have 6 of those big guys compared to my little Jack Russell has traveled the world. He's gonna move to his 3rd country, and he's like he's. I think he's been in planes more than people, but I don't know. I don't think I could do that. But that was another thing that I really liked on your Instagram as well, where you had a post like, if I trust you with my dog, I trust you with my life, and then I think someone also commented like, this is why I don't go on holidays anymore, because I think it is a big deal. I mean, I've had it a few times where, I had to travel or something for work, and then having to leave Sparky with people, and of course sometimes that wouldn't work out, and it's the worst, because you're always stressed about, is he okay, because I really agree with you, and I think both you and your partner are so dedicated, and I think it's such a, like, I really, really admire what you do, and I appreciate it so much, and I appreciate you talking to me. I could talk to you forever. And this is, can I just say, Angela, you wrote me like, I'm a little bit shy, but you're a great talker. Like, you're amazing. You were so good. So good. Absolutely. Absolutely. That should never be an issue again, ever, because you are wonderful. It was such an amazing chat with you, and I hope, I think it was really educational and inspiring for listeners. So thank you so much, Angela, and thank you everybody who listened. So Angela is a rescue, and it shows on Instagram. We will put it in the notes so you can all straight away go to Instagram and the Facebook page. And as you know, I always say this at the end of the episode, you know what to do. You're good to yourself, you're good to others, especially the animals. Goodbye.
Yes. Go, go, go.